Welcome to the spirit of our area, where we ride beyond the map and every stop becomes a story. We rode 175 kilometres to visit one of Portugal's most important medieval border fortresses. We visited during the weekend festival of Torre de Moncorvo Medieval Feira. We left the Penamacor region in central Portugal and headed north towards this medieval festival, which had been described as well organised and well worth travelling to. We were really looking forward to our first Portuguese festival. The ride was long but absolutely spectacular. We passed on the outskirts of Guarda, which is the highest city in Portugal. Some of the roads were steep and curvy, but the only traffic that we came across were these guys. And they were a lot slower than this. We were sat stationary for a while, but we were soon on our way. The tarmac unwound into the Douro Valley, clinging to the hillside. To the right, huge boulders and silence. To the left, everything opened up, layers of hills and distance disappearing into the horizon. It felt like riding on the edge of the landscape itself. We finally passed over the Douro River and were really close to our final destination. We had arrived at Torre de Moncorvo. As anticipated, the roads were chaotic. We were welcomed by the sound of music and chatter, so we followed that. From up here, looking out over the old town, you can start to imagine how this was once a walled stronghold. We found our way down to the main square, where the streets were filled with various stalls, from wooden toys to cake and wines. This is also the main stage for many of the day's events. The whole town turns into a living history scene, with stalls and crafts showing what life would have been like in the medieval times. It's also a great spot for lunch, in between performances, and you never know who might turn up. Of course, no medieval fair is complete without a bit of magic. Although this felt a little less wizard and a lot more chaos. Part magic show, part comedy act, and somehow it worked perfectly for the atmosphere. It's easy to think that the world only became connected recently, that travel and shared culture are modern things. But watching something like jousting, recognised across so many countries, reminds you people have been moving, sharing and influencing each other for centuries. It's easy to think medieval times were all fun and games, but for most people, battle was part of everyday life. What we see now as performance was once a skill that meant survival. Away from the music and the crowds, we tried pastéis de Portugal, paper-thin pastry with a soft, sweet filling. It was one of the best decisions of the day. It was crispy and chewy, and I have no idea how to eat it with elegance, so it mainly went on my face and down my front. And right in the centre of town, the basilica towers over everything. And around every corner, you discover a new sound and sight. And naturally, the King and Queen have arrived. But for me, the highlight of the day was the dancing. We did find a quiet corner in the shade to decompress, and nearby was a place for the kids to play and learn. It's interesting how instruments like bagpipes appear in different forms across cultures. We were really surprised by the number and variety of acts. You could turn up at any point in the day and still find something happening to enjoy. Would we recommend a visit to this festival? Absolutely. Will we be coming back next year? Most probably. Next time we would stay nearby so that we could enjoy the festivities into the night. I feel we missed out on those, but with a 3-hour ride home, it was already late and dark when we pulled into our hometown. We have no regrets. The town was fabulous, the event was indeed well managed, and the surrounding area is definitely worth further investigation. We hope you have enjoyed our visit to the Torre de Moncorvo Medieval Festival. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for places you'd like us to visit, drop them in the comments. Join us next time as we head to Portugal to explore what treasures this fabulous castle has hidden.